I'm Oliver Chisholm. I'm 16 years old in year 12, and I do double maths, physics, and DT.
Martha, I am in early years childcare level 2, and this is my 4th year in college.
Hello, my name is Ortega. I study further maths, physics, and economics at Newman College.
I'm Megan Cool.
At this moment in time, I'm doing early years level 2, but I have done health and social care level 1 and level 2.
So when I finished year 11, I know some students will know what they want to do or some won't know what to do. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I did something that I quite like. I did hairdressing for 3 years. With a lot of things, I didn't think it would have been right for me as a full-time job. You need to be certain, not like, oh yeah, I would do it. You'd be like, oh yeah, I want to do it, not would.
I was quite excited because I know growing up I've always wanted to do something in the sort of care route, so I stuck with health and social care and made the decision last year that I wanted to move on to early years.
So we were given a bit of work to do over the summer, but it was nothing too difficult or challenging. It's kind of just to test your basic skills in the subject to see if you're suitable for the course.
So all being said, it wasn't checked, but it was there, and it was kind of expected you to do it.
I had a little notepad that I bought and just started writing down loads of things, loads of little questions to ask myself afterwards.
Everything can be quite expensive, especially if you're on a low income.
There is a thing called a bursary, which students can apply for if you earn under a certain amount or if your family income is under a certain amount.
Beforehand, if you know what course you're going to choose, look at the prices it would be to cost, because my hairdressing was 800, 900 odd something I had to do for the kits. But my childcare, I haven't had to pay for anything because there was no kit to get for it, which good.
I don't have an iPad, but I put up a big whiteboard right there, which didn't cost me that much. I think it was £30, but I actually use it all the time, and you can just do some work, rub it off, and then it's gone.
I think something really important to have is just to set up a good folder and file system, because you're going to be taking a lot of notes.
I think the biggest thing is the fear of just not knowing people, and then you talk around. It's oh, are you going there? Then you actually get this sense of you do know a lot of people from a lot of places, and also the fact that everyone's in the same boat as you. The amount of clubs that there are, there's the whole rugby. If you're really into rugby or whatever it is, that as soon as you join one of those, I think a lot of people's fears of oh, I might not be able to do this one thing, it just gets taken away. I think the other thing to add to that is that I wouldn't have necessarily realised how many opportunities there are in college.
I think what made me really be able to be ready for college was just, I think, thinking not so much about college, but what college will lead you to in the future.
So I personally got quite low GCSEs, majority of them being 2s and U's. And I did initially panic, oh God, this is really going to affect my college. Am I going to be able to get onto the course I want? Luckily for me, GBMC level 1 was just a minimum of 2 GCSEs at grade 2. GCSEs are a big part, and they help you secure your future in any sort of field you want to go into.
I'm part of the COVID who didn't do their exams. I failed literally everything but design technology, and we couldn't appeal against that. And it was a really downside when, for some reason, because of COVID, which is out of our hands, even though they were in place, I was still able to get the college course, the hairdressing that I applied for. It still shows that you can still get into a course, you can still go through it.
Immediately after the exams, obviously, you're quite relieved, quite happy. And I'd say towards the end, you're obviously going to be very, very excited and looking forward to the future.
Obviously, I had a bit of a panic the day before and stuff, but it was just trying to calm yourself down. Nothing's going to change now. As much as you want to panic, it's not going to change the results that you're going to get.
Don't waste the entire summer stressing out. It's not worth it. It'll all be okay once you get there. Depending on the course you're doing, so if you're doing more of an art course, I know they ask for a portfolio, so spend time doing what you love and relaxing.
Your main focus is your learning. The teachers will help you. You don't just have to sit there, be silent, scared, worried. If you need help, call out your teacher's name, put your hand up.
I think the first week is quite chilled. If you forgot something one day, then it's fine. For maths in our school, we use whiteboards a lot. So the teacher within the first couple of weeks was oh, can you make sure to bring in some whiteboard pens?
We met our form tutor and all the people in our tutor class. We got our timetables. we just kind of got a bit of a debriefing on some of the halls around the college. Then I guess we had our first lessons. They were pretty relaxed, pretty chill. So yeah.
Because everyone's trying to find where they're going on the first day. But there are things to help out, like Met does a refreshers fair, which is great. So you can see roughly where the rooms are in the college, have a look around, see the clubs and everything, which is good for a first start. But on your actual first day, it is scary.
I just brought my pencil case and my calculator. I think on your first day, you're not really expected to have be too prepared.
If anything, you don't need to stress yourself out about buying all this new fancy equipment. At least personally for me, if it makes you feel better, go do it at the end of the day.
Really nervous the first day, and I was lucky enough that I didn't realise that one of my friends was starting on the same course as me, so I had a little bit of like extra support with me. By the end of the day, you feel so much better. It's like, oh, okay, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I think what reassured me was just seeing that you weren't alone in this. Lots of people have made this jump before you, lots of them make it after you, and lots of people are making it with you at the same time. So you're definitely capable of making that jump. I don't think we had a buddy system, but one of the things we do have, because we do have a lower school attached to us, is that you can be the buddy for someone else in the lower school, which is quite nice mentoring opportunity.
And I joined a group which connects me to more people. This group, not many people are probably going to it. It was an LGBT one, which is now actually started up and running again. That group, it's called Misfits. It's amazing. And it was a great group, great people. I made more friends. I made friends with friends.
I guess everyone's journey is different, but I think because I take further maths, so we have quite a lot of lessons in just this small group. So I think immediately everyone was very comfortable with each other very quickly. I'm part of debate club and I help run it, and it's very easy to make friends there. So yeah, I think it's about really trying to involve yourself in the community outside of lessons that's going to really help you. I'd say within the first 2 weeks there might be a bit of awkwardness or a bit of maybe not feeling comfortable. I think after that, I think you'll be fine.
Believe it or not very social person. I'm more of an introvert. I like to keep to myself. I was a lot more scared of the social side of, oh god, there's new people, I'm gonna have to make new friends, I don't know anyone who's going to college. Took me an hour or so, but I finally settled down. Was like, okay, I can do this. College isn't like secondary. You haven't got these sort of cliques, and you haven't got sort of popular, not popular. You are a group of individuals. You are here for the course. If you make friends, great. It's recommended. You'll be seeing them every single time you have college. If there's extracurricular activities, do that. For example, I'm in one of them and I love it to bits. I helped set up one of them as well. It's a great club. It's really brought my confidence up. You won't have the petty dramas, the silly little fallouts. I mean, you might, but it's really unlikely.
Just really keep your head up. Don't let anyone push you down, make you feel like you can't do the course. Because roughly in the middle of mine, I had a little bit struggling trying to do it. But I would really say don't let anyone push you down. Don't let them make you feel like you can't do it. Keep that mindset saying, I can do this, this is what I want.
There's definitely less kind of like behavioural issues with people in college. There's less like worrying about being late. Like if you turn up 5 minutes late to your lesson and you're kind of like, at least this is for me, like, and you just say like, oh, sorry, my bus was 5 minutes late. You just need to remind yourself that it's all very relaxed. Like you get to wear your own clothes, you get to have there's a lot more exciting things.
It took quite a few weeks because I always had this sort of doubt in the back of my mind, like, are you sure you're doing the right thing? Like it's not too late to drop out and choose something else. You have like a little probationary period where if you want to swap courses and you have the requirements for it, you can obviously drop out that one and go into that one, providing it's not a full course.
I think honestly it's just to have the best summer of your life, but just have an amazing summer. Because I went away to Italy for like a month because I've got family there, and then when you come back you're in such a better mood.
Just keep a good mindset on that you can do it.